I'm going to give you a tour of Caliyah's room. So we are in a single. This is our 5th room. We've been here for about 3 months, and they rotate depending on what the kid needs and what the availability is. So she's had anything from doubles to singles to big rooms to small rooms. We're kind of in a medium-sized room. It works for us. We have areas where we can sit if my husband and I are here at the same time, and it gives us space for when the nurses or the RTs are in here as well. So here's a quick little tour of her space. We are going to start in this corner. This is where all her extra supplies are for when I'm pumping and diapers and extra clothes. This is just a great little chart for us to see who her nurse is for the day, as well as who her team is. And our little corner over here is where we kind of hide her books. Any of our personal items get to be in this corner. This is all of any kind of news and updates for her that we want to leave for new nurses that come in, and just to understand what she needs and what her needs are. One of her nurses made this for her sign, and her charts and her vitals and all the machines, as you can see. She is in a big girl crib, which is awesome. You say hi? Say hi to the people? Yeah. She's got a nice little view of outside as she likes to look out. We've got a recliner over here with my pumping machine and then our sink. And then we're back to the front. And this is her room. Hey, so in my efforts to show you hospital life, we are doing our room tour. So you saw the NICU, and now I'm going to show you our floor room. And the difference is it's a lot bigger. We have way more freedom on the floor, and there's just a sense of stability here. So we've only been in 2 different rooms. One was just for a few days before they can get us into our main room, and we've been here ever since. So unlike the NICU where we moved around quite a bit, this has been pretty much our permanent room. And I will show you, but it's way more spacious, and it just makes us feel a little bit more at home, and it's nice for that transition till we get home, which is soon. The tour starts in my area. This is where I'm able to put my belongings. This is a couch that pulls out into a bed. We have our TV, my pump, you still got some milk here. My closet where I can put any of our belongings. Security box. We don't tend to stay the night too often, so it is not filled with a lot of items. A shower, so we can use the restroom and everything inside of our room and not have to leave, which is great because of COVID. This is our fridge that all of her milk is in. We can also put any of our food if we want to. This is her closet that has her clothes. She doesn't watch too much TV, but there's a TV here, and most of her toys are over here. This is our chart that puts any of her needs in her care plan right here. A lot bigger than NICU. Then this is the nurse's area. This is where her medicine is, and this is where they chart and do all of their things, and all of their medical supplies are all over here. This is Caliyah's big crib. So less machines here, but she is knocked out. I love that she can lay on this side, but she has her wedge with her fan for when she sleeps at night. And any critical needs are up here on this back wall. We have her vent, heart rate and everything over here. And then this is kind of where all I wash and put any supplies for like our milk and cleaning. We've got her stroller, little cubby area, and then here's a recliner for guests, for me to sit. But yeah, this is her room. This is her floor, medical floor room. So I wanted to do this tour in segments, and now we're home. So I'm going to give you a tour of her room at home. And of course, first we decorated not knowing she would need the equipment and supplies, but we had to make some changes. And now you'll see that it has her home equipment and the supplies she'll need for her everyday needs. And it's just a really nice and comfy space. It has a Princess Tiana theme to it. So Princess and the Frog, and you know, light colors, purple and green. And we really want it to be comfortable. And this is where she's going to be and the nurse is going to be for a good period of time. So here comes the tour. Here is her room. Her nurses always write a lovely little note for her. And honestly, these are all words that you guys have shared of how to describe her using one word. And look at all the love that you guys give. Feisty, resilient, strong, beautiful. So we come in her room and here's her closet. So this side is all of her storage and her little shoes, which she's so stylish. Then we've got some of her hanging clothes on this side and extra diapers up here and little diaper bins. Over here, some of her equipment. So we got her air compressor that just helps filter the air in the room. And then oxygen tank, just in case in emergency she needs any. But right now, she's just on room air. Here's my love in her big girl crib. She's fading asleep. Oh, her poor little bow is in her face. Hi, Bo. Yeah, she's about to head to sleep. She loves these little crib toys. This is actually from the hospital. Gotta have a fan. We love these monitors. Then we come over here and here is her equipment. So here's her astral vent that is helping put pressure into her lungs. We've got her suction, her oximeter so you can see her heart rate. And then this is where we hang her gravity feeds and her water bag for her vent. Over here, we just have emergency items, any trach safe things on how to handle things in case of emergency. And as you might be able to see, we've got a theme here, Princess and the Frog. This is her library. So many of you have just given her books to add to this collection, but we have board books up here. We've just got all the books down here. I love books, and you probably can tell that I post a little about some of my favorite books for her. Then we come over here, standard seat, little table. The nurses have to have a seat for her and a table and a lamp to do their work at night. We also have a second monitor that is pointing to her oximeter. So one's looking at her heart rate and then one is looking at her. Down here, we have some storage, just some of emergency supplies that she might need throughout the day. But it's a great crib that has extra storage in there. Come over here. This is a lovely little poster that the nurses made for her out of the hospital at Seattle Children's. We got her toys down here. Some of her favorite like go-to toys. She loves this Manhattan toy. Then over here, her changing pad. The nurses always have to have like their gloves, hand sanitizers. They're always wiping down things. Her caddy that has most of just her supplies, and she's got some of her medicine back here in her drawer. So her nurses organize this. Look at this, folded, color coded, her onesies. We've got her pants and her shorts over here. And then this is just a little board of like her calendar for what we're doing throughout the day and to share schedules. And then we have her supplies. This is like her go-to supplies that she needs on a daily basis, whether it be trach ties and little gauzes and everything, all here. And that is her room.